Morning guys, here we are. Sunday morning live yoga. So you might be in the park, at home. Wonderful weather today in London, sunny, and temperatures is rising. So today we're going to try and do some flow to get rid of water. So that's kapha, element of one of the elements of kapha. And yeah, so let's see how it goes. So we need a bit of heat, I suppose. And the last few days, maybe a week or two actually, it's been very wet in London, very kapha environment. So some of you may feel bloated and heavy, and yeah, so let's do some flow that is a bit more vata pitta today. Right, let's sit in comfortable position, have nearby blocks, props and cushions and blankets. Loose clothes also beneficial if you feel hot. Also if you feel I suppose bloated or heavy, things like that will keep you will give you more space, let you breathe. Good to be natural material like cotton, for example, or linen. And especially if you tend to have pitta in your system today, the temperatures are rising, so your pitta will be also rising. Anything like a rose scent or jasmine, wearing sandal, wood or pearls, you know, white, blue colors is all beneficial for the cooling down. Right. Good. Finding a comfortable position, and we'll settle into the posture. So find your sitting bones on the floor. If you need a block, don't sit on the middle of it. Kind of put your sitting bones to the end of the block without going too far out, so that it actually supports to tilt your pelvic floor forward, you see. And from there you extend and lengthen through the crown. The shoulders go down. And you can have a normal cross-legged, or those of you who are able to sit in full lotus, half lotus, or if your joints are okay, you can do full Padmasana, lotus. And we're going to stay here for at least 3 to 5 minutes, so see how comfortable you are. Finding the sitting bones and contact with the ground. Feel the contact, the plane of that contact for a bit. Just scan how it feels. Both of your left and right side are touching the ground. And from there, just lengthen through vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, growing out from your pelvic floor. The spine lengthens. Feel the back of your neck is getting longer. Soften the shoulders. If you want to rotate a bit to let them loose. Chin is soft, tongue is soft, eyes are soft. Observe the sounds around you. If you're in the room, the sounds in the room, and then the sounds outside of the room. Any sensations, feelings and thoughts, just observe. Just acknowledge them. Don't react to them. And then, before you move your awareness to the breath, just become aware of an intention for your class today, mentally. Tell yourself what you dedicate the class for, yourself to feel balanced or more at ease, or maybe someone who needs a bit more extra positive vibe and energy. You can send that to them through your practice. So just take a moment to find your motive for the class today. And it's okay if you don't have it next time. It's always an option. Then gradually become aware of the breath in and out your nostrils. And then we take an inhale for 3 ohms and a Loka mantra. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurbhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Gently open the eyes and gaze to the floor in front of you softly. And we're going to start with warming up the body. So let's just gently inhale and exhale, start mapping the pelvic floor just to the right for 5 rounds. And eventually this can get a bit deeper, rounding the back, inhaling, coming up to the center, exhaling, and also use that to connect with your breath. So don't forget, the breath is moving the body, so you follow the length of the breath and the pauses. When the pauses happens, the body stops. So then rotate the other way round, and inhale and exhale here. If you know, dry breath is the one with a slight restriction at the back of your throat. So just gently start connecting with your Ujjayi breath. Coming back to center, into stillness. And if you want to swap the legs, that's fine. If you got tired. On the next inhale, exhale, we're going to interlace to try and see how we feel the reaching, opening the shoulders. 3 breaths here. And then swap the other side. Keep lengthening through the crown. Three rounds. And then on inhale, exhale, interlace. So into Garudasana. So now make sure the elbows are in line with your shoulders. If you want to open further, you can move the forearms forward, and that will open the shoulders. Let me demonstrate. So 3 breaths here. And then we swap. After the 3 breaths, inhale, exhale, and we're going to do a little twist here. So keep lengthening through. Support your back with maybe to come to your fingertips. And do a full inhale and exhale onto the right. Just a reminder, that is a mirror image on your screens. That will be my right will look like it's my left to you. Inhale back to center and exhale. Inhale back to center. And now we're going to do this Ayurvedic cupping, which is very good to move the meridians, the energy, and also to start the physical level for the flow to, if you have any stale water, liquids there, to start moving. So make your hand in a cup, not flat, but like a cup, yeah. And then we're going to take this, whichever side you want to start with, and start the front of the leg, and then the inside, and the outside. You can focus on the parts that need a bit more energy there. Good, and then we swap the other leg. You can lengthen if you feel tired. So the other side. And the inside. If it's easy with that hand, why not? Good. And then we do the same with the hands. So take a cup your hand like that, your palm, start the shoulder, all these wingle wings. Good, and then the other side. The front, the back, and the inside of your hand. Okay. Good, so now you're warmed up a little bit. Just a little massage to the face, the sinuses especially, that's where kapha builds. Just give a little bit of pressure points if you know any there. Good. The jaw. Good. Drainage, lymphatic drainage. And when you're ready, we're coming to the floor for cat-cow and warming up the spine. Oh. Okay. Come on to fours. Just press into the floor, arch your back. Inhale, dip it, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Dynamic cat-cow is good to open and warm up the major joints. Then coming to like a dynamic balancing here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, you can curl for those of you who want to take it deeper or lower down. And again, the opposite hand with the opposite leg is stretching. Exhale, curling. Inhale. For 5 rounds here. After you're done your 5 rounds, we're going to come to press into the top of the head. So make any ponytails or clips, if you have, move them away. So come on to fours, demonstrate this way, press in line with your shoulders, and then we lower the head on the crown, so the crown of the head, and then roll forward and back on that ridge here. So let me see if I do it on the side. Hopefully will give you more of an idea. Relax the neck. So if you only do it if you don't have any problems with your neck. You can also move it to the side, just soften the neck. Don't try to control it, just roll the head like a ball. Backward and forward. To the side. Gently. Gently. And then you rest in Balasana. Come into baby and take 2 inhales and exhales here. And we come up to the front of our mats, ready for 5 forward bends. Gently coming up so you don't get dizzy. Every time, if your lower back is a bit of a dodgy one, always bend your knees when we lift to come up or lower down bending. Soften the knees always. So starting with inhale and exhale, forward bend. Inline toes with fingers, then bending and look forward. Inhale. Exhaling, pressing the feet into the floor. Lengthening through the crown. When you're ready, bend the knees if you need to and come up. Back to Tadasana. Second round, inhale. Exhale, coming forward. If you don't need to bend the knees, then keep them straight. Look, inhale, and then bend the knees. When you exhale, press the feet, straighten the legs, if your back is okay. And surrender through the crown. Then when you're inhaling, coming up to Tadasana. 3 more rounds. Shoulders are away from the ears. And final. Moving shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Inhale, strong legs pressing. Come up. Exhale, Tadasana. On the next inhale, exhale, we're going to go into pyramid. So right foot forward, hop the back a little bit, hip width apart and the feet pointing the same direction. Strong press into the floor. Inhale and exhale, come forward. Now you might want to have a block nearby, or anything that is like your prop, or just come onto your fingertips. Gently bend the front knee and start pressing the front foot into the floor and cascading your upper body over. Both feet are actively pressing into the ground. If you need to be on your fingertips, that's fine. A variation for those who want to take it further, you can turn the palms, fingers pointing back. Gently soften the front knee and then start pressing into the floor. The other variation is interlace the fingers and roll over the shoulders. So because the body might be still stiff, the front knee is okay to be soft, bend a little bit, but keep the foot strong, keep opening the toes to keep your balance. 2 more rounds here, whichever variation you want to go for. Check your tongue is soft and just observe sensations, thoughts, feelings. Inhale when you're ready and exhale. We're going to walk to the other side. Inhale, bend slightly the knee, and then exhale, start pressing. Make sure feet are in line, hip width apart. You can be dynamic, gently coming off the edge and then move back into it with the exhalation. Very subtle movement, doesn't have to be all the way out. Very subtle, we're just warming up the body. Lengthen the crown. Soften the front knee and whichever variation you go for, feel that you're working the breath and the movement together. Good. And inhale, coming gently to the front by bending the knees, hugging your elbows, dangle a little bit, softening here. Good. And gently dangling, coming up. Don't be hurried to come up because you may get dizzy, so just gently coming up to Tadasana. And we're going to go for 3 rounds of sun salutation. Your variations, and if you want to mix different variations, which I normally do, that's fine. So let's do that. Hopefully the light is enough. Alright, let's go. Coming to the third round. We all meet in Tadasana and just listen to your breath before we move into chair. Parallel feet, shoulders down. We're going for 3 rounds in chair. So we're pressing into the floor. And when you're ready, inhale, come up. Exhale, flex in the hips, sit into your sitting bone. Contract your Muladhara Bandha and shoulders away. 3 rounds of breath here. Soft gaze, soft tongue, soft face. After 3 rounds, inhale, lift, exhale, forward bend. Palms possibly flat to the floor. And it's a deep forward bend here. On the next inhale, exhale, we move back into chair for 3 rounds. Inhale. Exhale the shoulders down and feel the energy coming out through the crown. The back of your neck is long and rooting into your sitting bones, into your feet. Knees are above the feet. Contract Muladhara. After 3 rounds, inhale, lift. Exhale, forward bend. This time you can hold the back of your ankles. Elbows come outside. Cascading upper body over your thighs. Good. On the next inhale, exhale. This time we're going to move the feet together because we're going to go for a twist. So just let me demonstrate that first one. So knees together, coming into chair. Inhale and exhale, and then clasp the palms. Exhale the elbow to the outside of your knee, pointing the fingers forward, pressing the palms into each other, and then you start the twist. Another variation here is to open, to reach up to the ceiling, down to the floor. It's a deeper twist. So 3 rounds of breath. And the exhalation, we're going to forward bend, but also we move this leg over to stretch. Just for 1 or 2 breaths into the cross leg stretch. And then when you're ready, inhale and exhale back to knees together, feet together. Yeah. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Palms come together, elbows to the outside of the knee, and then if you want to stay there or open further, gaze the thumb up to the ceiling or the floor in front of you. After 3 rounds of breath here, inhale, exhale, forward bend. Inhale, exhale, the other foot comes on the cross, yeah? So the feet kind of close together if it's possible. Come onto your fingertips and then exhale. 1 to 2 breaths here. When you're ready, undo your legs. Let's open to wider stretch here. Bend the right knee and lift the other one. So you got, unless you want to keep it, also there's a variation. If you want to keep it down, just to feel the inner thighs really opening and stretching. Inhale, exhale, few rounds. Inhale, exhale. Depend which way you want to go for. This one I prefer because it's rooting the outer edge. And final. Inhale, exhale. Walk to the other side. Again, rooting the outer edge of that foot there. Keep this leg strong. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Three rounds or 5. Following the length of your breath. When you're ready, come to parallel feet and we're going to lift into a squat here. So you may want to move them a little bit closer. Good. Extend through the crown, move the hips forward by pressing the elbows into the inner side of your knees. So your back is not rounded, it's lift through. Some people, as I said before, are just able to go on the ball of the feet. Use a block. Good. And the more you open the knees, the more your tailbone will be able to come forward. Good. Inhale, exhale here. Keep opening the shoulders away from the ears. Opening by pressing the elbows into your inner knees, pressing the palms into each other. Good. Final inhale, exhale here, and we're going to move into crow, balancing. So some of you want to go for it, others, if you want to continue with your squat. Good. Okay, back into down dog. The next inhale, exhale, we're going to move right foot forward for a twist here. Initially you may want to lower the knee, but keep the front shin 90 degrees. Hand on the inside, whether using a block. Yeah, lift, press the ball of the back foot onto the floor, and then start opening here. Gazing the thumb. Strong back leg. 3 rounds of breath, yeah? Extending energy out through the crown. Gently may want to tuck the chin. Move the shoulders away. Soften the tongue. One more breath. And when you're ready, through Vinyasa, we'll swap the other side. The other foot comes forward. Hand is on the inside, 90 degrees. And then we go. 3 rounds of breath here. Keep the length first and then start the twist. So you know you want to extend energy out through the heel, the back foot, out through the crown to reach the front of the room. And then after you extend it, you start the twist. 3 rounds of breath. And when you're ready, exhale through Vinyasa. Back and down dog. Then we're going to do a counter pose of this one. So the right foot comes forward again. Back foot is rooting the outer edge to the floor. And then move the arm on the inside of that foot. Lengthen. So we want to try and see if we can reach the inner thigh with the hand that is on top, yeah? So any blocks you may wish to try and see. So let's demonstrate on this side. So when you come into opening, you can use to come on your fingertips or block to support your back foot is rooting. Then you start turning, maybe gazing the thumb and opening that to reach for the inner thigh. Yeah. Some people are able to have both hands together. That's fine. If not, this is also fine, but make sure you're keeping this knee 90 degrees, tailbone is tucking under. Good. After 3 rounds, inhale, exhale, and through Vinyasa we're going to go. Good. And swap the other side. There we go. This side probably different. Come onto your fingertips. Base is important before you start opening. So the back foot is rooting. You're extending through the crown and then gently start the journey to open whichever variation you want to go for. Be mindful of where you are. Don't force yourself. Three rounds of breath here. And then exhale back into your down dog through vinyasa or flow. And we all meet in down dog. If you need to rest, go in baby, that's fine. 1 or 2 breaths here, and then we move in pigeon. Okay, so the right knee towards your right thumb. As I said, if you feel like you're tilting to the side, use a block to keep your hips square. And some of you may want to go further, balancing into your upright pigeon. Okay. And when you're ready, exhalation will take you further. Don't forget this is square. Any variations, you can support your forehead onto your fists like so, or sphinx arms, or totally surrender. Into your pigeon. Okay. Inhalation then moves the palms underneath your shoulders. And then you lift the upper body up, tuck the back toes, lift into down dog. Ready for the left side. Okay, reminder, again, the left on your screens looks like my right, but that's because it's a mirror image. Rightio. Inhale to pigeon. Again, choose to stay here or go in balance. Yeah, whichever. Beautiful. Surrender forward if you haven't done it so. Feel the breath moving in the rib cage, the front, the side, especially the back of your rib cage. After 3 rounds, palms come underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift the upper body. Exhale, we'll go for twist here. Make sure both of your sitting bones are on the ground. Hug your knee or further. If you want to take it further, that's the elbow on the other side of the knee, and then lengthening through the crown, sitting bones pressing down, and the back hand is into either fingertips or flat, or find a block there to support you. And as I said, again, the same principle is lengthening through the crown. Then you start to turn, and the head is the last to look back. 3 rounds of breath here. Really good twist for the spine, the digestive system. So what we're doing here is wringing, like when you wring a cloth. Yeah, that's what we do. Get rid of excess water. Okay. Inhale, the head looks forward. Exhale, you can just swap or go through the flow if you're so mobile and active. So we go through the flow again. Exhale, down dog. And then the other side. Come into sitting and swap the legs for the other side. Inhale. Exhale, hug your elbow. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale, root down. Beautiful. And then you start your journey. After 3 rounds, inhale the head forward. Exhale, come into, hug your knees into your chest. Remove any ponytails out of the way. So the head is flat on the ground. Clockwise and anti-clockwise, massaging the kidneys, the lower back. And coming into goddess, where feet are together but open the knees apart. And as I said before, if you need a cushion or any support initially on both sides, or whichever side needs more support to soften, put a cushion or a block underneath that thigh and just observe how you're letting go. With every exhale, letting go. Also bend the elbows so the palms face up. And feel the shoulders becoming heavier on the ground. Some of you may want to go for bridge before we move into goddess, okay? Or if you want to skip goddess, that's fine, because it's a very vulnerable posture. For those of you who feel okay to Come to shoulder stand. It's okay. Otherwise, hinge a little bit and have half shoulder stand. Keep the head central. Don't turn it. Keep it central. Listen to my voice if you're new to shoulder stand. Support the lower back with your palms and fingers, everything. Keep the elbows rooting into the floor. Soften the feet. Then gradually maybe some of you will be able to lift. Soften the feet to reverse the flow. Also, if some of you are able to do half lotus, that's fine, or full. Suppose I can do full lotus here. It's a variation I'm sharing with those who are more able or more advanced. Okay, so with full lotus, keep lengthening through the tailbone. Good. And eventually, one at a time. It's like a reverse cross-legged. Good. Gradually lower into plow, and from plow we go into fish. You can keep your lotus feet, or if you were to lengthen them out into fish, that's fine. As long as your joints are okay. And you don't feel uncomfortable tension. Deep inhales, exhales into your chest when you get to fish. 3 rounds or so, as many as you wish, before you go into Shavasana. Where we have a total surrender. Also, if you need to support your knees, have a cushion or a towel. If you roll the towel underneath your knees, there you go, a bolster, anything. Or the other way is to bend your knees and touch them together and then walk the feet apart. So that's a way to release your lower back. And we're going to keep softening into Shavasana. With every exhale, you surrender deeper into your Shavasana. So take a deep inhale and our breath here. Staying totally still in Shavasana. using the ah breath to soften deeper. And with that, also you can scan your body for any tension. Start with your feet, calf muscles. Feel the knees, the kneecaps are soft, thighs are soft. Check your pubic bone, the belly button. Feel the chest opening and spreading further onto the floor. The rib cage and the ribs moving with the breath. Feel the front, the side and the back of the rib cage. The collarbones also as if they're lengthening further to the side, creating more space for the breath to come into the lungs. Observe the shoulders heavy on the ground, palms and hands also heavy and soft, arms like spreading, going deeper into the floor. Become aware of your middle back, upper back and lower back, the whole of the back. Feel the neck, the back of the neck, the back of the head, the top of the head. Feel the forehead is soft, eyebrows, eyelids, cheeks, jaw. Feel the lips touching softly. Feel the nose, the nostrils. Check your tongue is soft. And then become aware of sounds around you, thoughts, images, anything. Just become like a silent witness, observing without reacting. Then move your awareness to the nostrils and feel the breath moving in and out. Which one of your nostrils is more active? Observe that. For the next few rounds of breath. gradually begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers, your head from side to side, and give your body a lovely stretch before you come up for final sitting. We're going to finish with 3 Oms and the Loka Mantra. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hands in front of your heart in prayer. Thank you very much, and hope you have a good day and enjoy your week. Thank you for coming by, thank you for your comments. And just to say, next week I'm probably gonna do a live from Bulgaria. So we're going there with my little toddler, and yeah, so it will be a different setting, I suppose. Who knows? All right, take care everyone. Mwah. See you next time. Bye bye.